Okay, so I'm still Mark Riley, not morphed into anything else, and we have welcome to the programme Wreckless Eric. Hello, mate.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you kindly. Yeah, and so when did you arrive in the UK?
Oh, I don't know. I've vibrated myself not to sleep. I just vibrated on hotel beds for a couple of nights, so it must be 2 days.
Right, okay. You've not done any gigs over here yet, have you?
No. I came straight from a show in New York. I packed up, drove to the airport, left the car in the long term, vibrated on a hotel. You just lie there vibrating, for about 2 hours, and then rush and get a shuttle bus and, get all the abuse at the airport, and suddenly here I was.
Did you get abuse at this end as well?
No, just a bank holiday.
Yeah, you don't like that, do you?
I've forgotten about it. And it all went wrong. The weather was good. I mean, the weather should have been like it is now.
That's what you were expecting and hoping for.
Well, no, I wasn't hoping for it, but that's what usually happens. It went wrong.
It went wrong.
Everyone enjoyed it, but, we'll pay for it.
We're paying for it now, mate, and we're going to pay for it for the next week, I think.
Oh, well, is it going to snow?
You never know. The beast from the east and all that kind of stuff.
Probably will, yeah.
Oh, well, sorry, mate.
I know, so
what can we do?
I am,
Next time I know you're coming over, I'll do a rain dance just before.
Really? I'd like to see that. Will you wait until I come over?
Yeah, it might not work quite so well, but of course I will.
I don't care. I just want to see the rain dance.
Fairly do's. Okay, so Wreckless Eric live in session for us. 3 tunes tonight. What are you going to do first for us then, mate?
Good question. I think I'll do this tune. It's called Gateway to Europe. And it's about the gateway to Europe, which of course is Hull.
Of course.
Gateway to Europe was. It won't be anymore, but it was. Let me see. Most of it's about me, actually, being in a band, but never mind. A crooked pub propped up the corner of the street, opposite a furniture shop called Everything But the Girl. Rocket-shaped signs declared space maid. A brother of a brother-in-law tore all the houses down, moved the people to the outskirts, to places where the buses run, but no one knows quite where they are. I just sold my bass guitar. I ran down Springbank in the rain, tears mingling with the water. I knew it had to be, though I knew there'd be some pain. We've got a gig tonight. We need someone with a car, amplifiers, stolen PA, my Tysco top 20 guitar. Some people never cross the river. The accents are different on the other side of town. Winter sets in amid the stench of fog and fish, free and easy nights and cows and bingo. They say they're going to build a bridge connecting nowhere in particular with where no one wants to go. Yesterday, ruined factories on the east side of town. They're slated for revival, they'll soon be coming down. I just sold my bass guitar. I ran down Springbank in the rain, tears mingling with the water. I knew it had to be, though I knew there'd be some pain. We've got a gig tonight. come with a car. Amplifiers, stolen PA. My Tysco top 20 guitar. Make way for Europe. It's the start of something big. Gateway to Europe. Yeah. Gateway to Europe. It's the start of something big.
It's a wonderful song. We played it on this programme before. He's played it on this programme before. But that was Wreckless Eric with Gateway to Europe, and we'll have two more tunes from Eric in a short while. So, Mark Riley, hello, and once again joined by Wreckless Eric. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Is your guitar all right?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
It's been a bit ill, hasn't it, recently?
I had a terrible time. I was playing in this sounds really sort of like, jet set. But I was playing in Boston, Massachusetts, and my guitar went weird. And so 5 minutes before I was supposed to go on, I'm actually in the backstage, but the backstage was the backyard of this place, and the weather was quite nice. And I'm in the backstage, and I've got the strings all loosened on it, and I've got my hand in it, and I thought, this is all very personal stuff. I hope no one comes in while I felt like a vet,
right?
Delivering a cow or something. I don't know much about that kind, but I imagine that
I'm with you.
It was personal between me and the guitar at this point, right? And then I couldn't get back in. Well, first I couldn't get my hand out of the guitar, which was bad, and then I couldn't get back in. And I had to walk round into the street trying to get my hand out of the guitar and go in the front door of the venue.
Not very dignified.
It was not very dignified. I think I got away with it.
Well, you did do until you told the world just now. Now we all know, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all right then. You're going to do two tunes for us.
It's better now, I think.
It sounded all right before, mate.
Oh, what was that? Yeah, it did behave itself then.
Very good. So what are you going to do for us now then?
I'm going to play a couple of songs because I've got this new LP. You have to come on and talk about that. I mean, it's like Terry Wogan's show or something. What do you got for us? But I do have a new LP, so I'm playing songs from it.
Coincidence.
It's a good thing, that to have a new record because, it means that you don't get stuck. Unless, a lot of people, they put a new record out and then the set's just the same as it was before with one tune off the new record. But I always try and play the whole of the new record, which is ridiculous.
Well, the sessions that you've done for us, we've never asked you to, and you've never offered, I think, to play your Whole Wide World or Recognitionary or you obviously did the Lemon Bryant stuff. But.
Yeah, I kind of think... I mean, but it'd be a bit tacky, really, in a way, It'd be like, I'm not a nostalgia act. I never wanted to be one of those.
No, we're with you all the way, mate. We want the new stuff, and you're going to do it now. So what's the first one you're going to do for us?
This is called The World Revolved Around Me. All there is time. Hold that thought and it's gone. The fragile here and now, where we mark time as time moves on. Increment by increment, minutes turn into years. The earth spinning round the sun. Or did I get that wrong? I was so much better informed when the world revolved around me. Increment by increment, minutes turn into years. The earth spinning round the sun. Oh, did I get that wrong? I was so much better informed when the world revolved around me. The world revolved around me. The world revolved around me. World revolved around me.
Brilliant. Once again, Wreckless Eric live in session. The world revolved around me. Okay, then. So I was reading an interview with you quite recently, and there was a quote in it which said, "I didn't realise how famous I'd been until long after I'd stopped being famous."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I used to, like, the first time I got sort of, like, recognised in the subway, you know, or in the underground in London, I'm going, oh, hell, I'm running away, you know. I mean, I thought they want to, because like at that time I was, you know, I had no confidence to do anything.
When was this?
I mean, that would have been 1977.
Right.
And I honestly thought that the only reason that people came to see me play, because I mean, you walk on and it was like facing a baying mob, and like I had no experience of this. I mean, we used to play to a packed house of like 40 people in the back room of a pub before all that, you know, and up in, or in some weird places and art school dances up in the northeast in Hull, you know, and suddenly it's like town halls and polytechnics and stuff.
We're talking about the Stiff Tour, aren't we?
Yeah, and beyond all that as well. And it was just like, you go on and it was like this baying mob, and I thought, they just want to see me fall. They're here, they just want to screw me up, you know? I mean, I just found the whole thing, and I didn't actually think that there was sort of like, I couldn't imagine that people would have loved me or liked me, because I don't think I liked myself at the time, you know. I was very screwed up.
Well, I've read your book, Dysfunctional
You know,
Success.
I mean, a lot of people are, I think, and you have to learn how to cope.
But would you describe yourself as a glass half empty kind of person anyway?
Not now.
Right.
No. I mean, like, I do try and think positive, and I don't. I mean, I get a good laugh out of the negative. I really do. Anything negative, like, will get me, you know, I think it's funny.
You don't let it get you down.
But I don't let it get me down, especially when I'm touring. I am more inclined to see the funny side of all of it than freak out, because as soon as you start freaking out about something and you let something get to you, it's a chain reaction, and it's like, you know, dominoes falling over, and all the dominoes are you, and you're just, it's terrible.
Well, like I say, I mean, I've read your book, which is an amazing
energy.
thing.
It's energy as well. You need the energy to do what you do. I mean, I've been on tour since I last saw you. I've been touring with Amy in America, and then we came over here and we toured, and we came in here and played, and then I came home, and 2 days later I was off on my own tour. Like, my record came out, and there I was on tour again.
Yeah.
And I haven't stopped, you know, and I won't stop until looks like the middle of July right now.
Right, okay. Well, I'm on to talk to you. I mean, we've mentioned your book before, but I mean, there was so much bad luck in the book itself, and do you know, I always wonder, because people do say you make your own luck.
You do. I fully believe that, and I ended up, like, after that book finished, I mean, like, I did end up in a psychiatric hospital. I completely cracked up,
right, and
you know, they said that I'd never be right again. And I came out of it, and there was a great thing that, you know, Ian Dury, who was a very good friend, and he came to see me in the hospital, And he said, and he gave me a lecture, you know, he always gave you a lecture, and he said, like, I've known this was going to happen. I knew this was I could see that this was going to. And I'm thinking, why don't you shut up? You know.
Or why didn't you tell me?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me? Yes, I'm in the nut house now. You know, and all this. And he said, but the thing is, if you look after your talent will look after you. And I kind of thought, oh yeah, that's typical Ian, because he said things and they sounded really glib. Sometimes in his lyrics he would say the deepest thing, but it was disguised. It was, you know, as something a bit flip. But he was he's a very special man, but that always stayed with me. You look after your talent, you know, maintain it, and like, it's like what I see Amy doing, because she would go, oh, I don't know, other people get further. I was like, well, maybe they practice more. And she says, yeah, maybe they do actually. And she started practicing.
Right.
She practices all the time. She was furious because Tom Petty said, like, no girls in the Heartbreakers because they wouldn't have Stevie Nicks. And basically, I think Amy's secret ambition is to be in the Heartbreakers, in Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Without Tom Petty.
Well, now, yeah. But I mean, I think she saw herself as up there, you know, being just in with the boys and everything, you know. And I said, well, you know, she was furious about that. I said, well, you've got to work at it, you know, you've got to be one of the boys. The boys are obsessive about this kind of thing. Girls just don't understand that obsessiveness, maybe. But you want to be one of the boys, you're going to have to work for it. And at the end of the last tour, I said, I think you're ready to be one of the boys now. And she goes, yeah. She plays guitar solos now, but she's been looking after her talent. That's what we do. We look after, we maintain it.
It's nice to see that you're carrying around that advice from Ian Jory all that time. I mean, the weird thing is, you know, you say that about Ian Jory, and it's a wonderful thing to hear. The film of his life, the biopic, he didn't come out of that enormously well, did he?
No, well, it didn't cover a nice part of his life, because I think Jake Riviera, who started Stiff Record, managed Elvis Costello and all that, he said, well, he was a great bloke. He was just the greatest. He was an absolute diamond, you know, and then he turned into the worst monster, but then he came back round and he was a diamond again. But when he was bad, like a friend of mine, like I said, have you phoned Ian? I said, well, not recently. He said, only it's your turn this year.
Oh, one of them was it, right? Someone's got to do it.
You know, I mean, it happens to everyone. I mean, like, you know, you turn into a bit of a twat, really, for a while. I mean, did you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's arguable that I've ever been anything else. And I will apologise for the word, even though I didn't say it.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. We've heard worse. You did say twit.
Yeah.
So your album is called Construction Time and Demolition.
It is, yeah.
And you're out touring. So tomorrow night you're playing in Manchester at Gulliver's. And then on Friday you're playing Hull at O'Reilly's. Funnily enough, on Saturday you play Durham, the old cinema laundrette. Is that right? On Sunday you play Dundee Clark's. And then on the 13th you
Clark's, the ticket link went down. And it's my fault. They made me do the ticket link myself, and I told them they shouldn't do that.
That's bad news, aren't they?
Yeah.
The
but
17th.
Anyway, there are tickets. Dundee's sold out, apparently.
Okay, mate. Okay, great.
It's so exciting.
Quite right, too.
Everything's exciting.
I'm trying to tell people where you're playing, mate.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to give them the detail. I'm colouring it in.
17th of May, you're playing in Worcester at the Mars Bar. The 18th, the Thunderbolt in Bristol. The 19th.
That's my birthday.
There you go. Everybody buy him a cake on that day.
Oh, no.
Yeah. On the 19th, the Fox and Newt in Leeds. On the 21st, Cambridge Junction. The 22nd, Folkestone Lime Bar Cafe. On the 23rd, you play the Brighton Albert. On the 24th, the 100 Club in London. And then the 25th, you play Colchester Arts Centre. The 27th of May, the Musician. And then you finish off, you're also doing the 24th of August, Open House Festival in Bangor.
I am, yeah. That's in Belfast. It's near Belfast. It's not in Belfast, but it's in Northern Ireland.
So who else is on the bill that day? Do you know?
I think it's just me on that one.
Right, okay.
It's my own show.
Right, fabulous. So it's called a festival, but it must be a Wreckless Eric festival.
No, it's a festival of lots of stuff.
Right.
I did a festival in Belfast last year, and I had my show, and then they said, stick around because Woody Woodmansey's coming in.
Wow.
And, yeah... I mean, so I was trying to pack up and get out because I thought I don't like to meet people that are heroes in case they don't come up to expectation. But I was trying to get out and suddenly I heard, Eric, this is Woody. And I'm going, do you know what I said? I said, is it right that you lived in Woodmansey? Which I thought, why did I say that? You know, this other me was going, yeah, from the back, you know, and he looked at me and said, I did, yeah. I said, oh, because I used to live in Hull. He said, yeah, I know you did. And I thought, he knows something about me, you know. I mean, like, I felt like a young girl.
It's weird, though, isn't it? Because, I mean, I'm doing this Bowie thing. I'm doing a Bowie thing at the moment, and Woody Woodmansey is retweeting what we do, and I tweeted myself, just like, Woody Woodmansey is tweeting about me doing stuff about him and David Bowie.
He's the only one left.
Well, yeah, I know he is, but he is a wonderful man. I know him quite well, and he is a wonderful man. Anyway, you got one more tune to do for us, Eric. So what are you going to do now, then?
Oh, it's called 40 years, yeah.
Okay.
40 years ago, I didn't have tuppence for the phone. I lived in one unheated room that I didn't quite call home. And I didn't call home in about 6 months. I said, hey, it's me, your prodigal son. I swear one day I'm gonna make you proud. I said I'd make you proud just to hear it said out loud, but I didn't care. 40 years ago, I didn't know anything much back then about the ways of this world, the wickedness of men, the wickedness of men. Yes, I was one of them. The sickness, the insanity, the sadness and the sin. And I'd swear most days I'd never do that again. I'd never do that again. I'd never do that again. I did it again. And I can't sleep at night sometimes for thinking about the times. Useless times I've spent just wishing time away, wishing time away, wishing time away. Pulls up the same old lessons until you learn them. Oh, you got, we've all got, you got, I got so many lessons left to learn. I wish that I could burn this all down. I'm coming unraveled here. Once you catch your thread, you can pull it all loose. I'm beaten, I'm done. I run right out of juice. I run right out of juice. Right out of juice. I don't think so.
Yeah, nothing short brilliant. Once again, that's Wreckless Eric live in session for the last time tonight, sadly, and that was 40 years. And giving you out the tour dates, you can go and see him playing live. Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you.
A real pleasure, and I will see you in a bit. Actually.
Yeah.
You will.